The United Nations is located in the major U.S. city of New York. Under various international treaties, the U.S. government is required to provide fair treatment to all countries participating in the United Nations and its proceedings. But in the past several months, there have been problems. Last month, U.S. authorities shut down the bank accounts of the Cuban mission to the United Nations, forcing it to close its doors. Last week, Indian diplomat Divyani Khobragade was arrested over visa fraud charges. She's also charged with not telling the truth about how much she paid one of her housekeepers. Monica Moorhead from the International Action Center says domestic workers in the U.S. are mistreated much worse than in other countries.
There is, brutality, there's sexual violence, there is super exploitation that happens day in and day out in this country. So for U.S. officials to say, well, this Indian diplomat didn't treat her housekeeper right is really hypocritical.
After this prominent diplomat from India was arrested, she had her clothing removed and was subject to a strip search, a harsh treatment from officials from the U.S. Bureau of Prisons.
Most other arrestees, legally innocent people, are not only strip searched, but their identity, their dignity is also stripped of them. And when I say that, I mean that in the most literal sense of the word. They're degraded, not just through the strip search, but they're berated. They're treated very harshly, often in violent ways.
Anti-U.S. protests have erupted across India in response to what was done to Khobragade. Diplomatic relations between the U.S. and India have suddenly gone sour, with the government of India launching investigations into U.S. diplomats in India and revoking their ID cards. Despite U.S. authorities' claims that such treatment is routine procedure in U.S. prisons, all across the world, many people see it as cruel and unacceptable. Caleb Maupin, Press TV, New York.